Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a brand new episode of Steampunk. And let me show you very quickly what we have at stake today, because look all these creations that we are doing. Oh my goodness, we are creating so many mechanisms in line of course with what Steampunk is about. But before showing what we are going to do today, let me show you very quickly. If you remember, we did this mechanism in the last episode, and that was to create of course all these precision mechanisms. That is what was all that about. So that's what we obviously made. We have now 26 completed. Mechanism is still going. If you remember, we placed all these cogwheels in here, the big ones in the iron nuggets here, all that good stuff working absolutely perfectly. So what we have today, well, another mechanism that I just started working, very simple, and this one is going to be important because as you remember, we are going to try to craft the terminal today, and that is because we need a centralized system to have everything in one network. That is the idea. Now, to create this, we are going to need, this recipe, which is going to be very, very important. I already have the storage terminal. We have the mechanism and the mechanical crafters, which are not that difficult to create. Obviously, we have as well the precision mechanism and a starter sheet. We are going to need some of those, and you see that we have this place in here, this mechanism, which is the one that we are going to work on today. So we are going to need some lava in step 1. Then we are going to need 2 presses, one next to the other one. And what we're going to need is powdered obsidian. Now, if you remember on our crashing wheels, well, I think that we have plenty of it. But let's go and start from the process. So that would be getting some obsidian, going to the crash wheel and get, obsidian powder. That's what we're going to need, guys. So let's do that very quickly. Let's insert it right there. And then the process is going to start. It's going to go to the crash wheels, which I absolutely love this system. And eventually we'll come here. We already have 21, but I wanted to show you the crashing system, because I think it's really important that we have a refresher in time to time of all these systems and how important it is to use them to actually move on to the next system. It's really important because, you know, we can't forget, but as you can see, now we have 1 obsidian. And frankly, that's the only thing that we need, just 1 obsidian powder. So with that in mind, now what we can do, of course, I'm going to put that one back in here, of course. There you have it. And let me see very quickly if I remember crafting terminal. Yes, that is what we are going to need. We are going to need this system in here to work. So how are we going to do this? Well, as you can see, I already have started the system, but we need some power, and that is the next step on this specific network. So let me explain very quickly what I have done. So at the top, we are going to have the spout. The spout is going to contain lava. Now, you can actually use a bucket of lava if you wanted to, but I created here this system with fluid pipes, which is very easy to obtain, and then I have here a mechanical pump. Now, once we have the lava, we are going to insert it here, and all the lava will go up to the spout, obviously. That is the idea. We are going to, of course, place the powder obsidian, of course, with the hope that the belt is going to go in that direction. So then the presses can do the job to obtain the starter sheet. And once we have everything in place, we can actually go to the mechanical crafting and craft a specific this recipe, which will give us, of course, the crafting terminal. That is the idea, guys. So with that in mind, let's get cracking, shall we? And the next question is how we are going to power this mechanism. So the question is going to be very simple. We only have 2 options. We either use water wheels as a medium of producing power, or we can actually create, of course, a windmill. And I think I would like to give it a go on that. So the first thing that we are going to do is to place the vertical box in here with the hope that we can actually do something about it. And the idea is going to be simple. We are going to place a shaft in here. We are going to build a windmill up in there, and with the hope that, well, we are going to have some wind. That's the only thing I can say. So with that in mind, my friends, let me quick go in here. By the way, this is quite cheap to make as well. So don't think for a second that they are quite costly to make, because they are not. So what I'm going to do is to place the windmill bearing in here. There you have it. And then I'm going to use a block in here, any type of block. That will do for a second. I'm going to place it there, and then I'm going to start using the windmill sails, and I'm going to place it in this side. Oops, no, not just like that. Let me see if I can do this correctly. Okay, so the next thing is to build this thing up, and I think that we are going up by a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and maybe another one. It's going to be 6, and we are going to do that in all the sides as well. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and the same we are going to do in this one. So there you have it, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm hoping, that is one too many up there, I think. So I'm going to have to take that one out very quickly because I went too far, I think. So let's grab this one up there. But as you can see, well, you get the idea, guys. So let's build this thing very quickly. It's going to be 2, 3. If I can see what I'm doing. Oh my, this is going to be quite difficult to actually make when we don't have any room to move anymore. Oh my goodness. Okay. There you have it. Okay, let's move around a bit if I can do this. Anyway, I'm trying to figure it out. Oh, there you have it. We have another one there. I'm losing tracks now. Oh, it's another one that we need, I think. I think there's going to be that. So let's finish this windmill and I'll be with you in a second. Okay, guys, and to finish it off, I'm going to finish these ones in here right there. Now we have all 4 sides done. Hopefully, this is going to give us some power. I'm just hoping that this is going to happen, guys. So there you have it. Let me grab all these things back again, which it can be quite, making one of these windmills. It can be quite daunting. But you know what? Look at this. That's looking pretty cool. And I think that gives a different type of image to this map as well. So, what's happening? What's happening? Hello, Russell, are you coming out? No? Okay, well, goodbye then. But in a sense, that is what it is. So, one thing that we need now is to connect the belt as well. Hopefully, we are going to connect the shaft right here to the gearbox. Now we are going to activate that in a second, and that should start spinning, producing some power, and then making all these things work correctly. That is what I am hoping for, guys. So, with that in mind, I think we are going to have to get cracking with these things. Let's see how it goes. And of course, something else that we are going to need, guys, is going to be obviously bells. That's going to be important. Otherwise, we are not going to be able to make this work. And that's the thing that we have. We have plenty of bells in here. Maybe we just can take 5 on those for a second. That's going to be super enough. It should be to make these things work. So we need to finish setting up this thing before giving the power. But this is looking pretty cool. And of course, you can actually make it bigger, smaller, whatever you want. We can even make it wider. So you can actually go maybe, 8, 7, 6, maybe to make a bit wider. You could do that as well. We are going to activate it in a second. But before doing that, of course, we are going to have to give some power to this thing in here. So how are we going to do this? Well, I think that the best thing is using the shafts, I think. And we can actually bring one in there, and then hopefully attach the belt from there to there. And can we attach it from there to there? No, we can't. Okay, well, that's going to be interesting. How we are going to... it's going to be powered by that anyway, so that is great. So let me grab this back again. Oh my goodness. Let me see if I can grab that in there, and that's going to be powered. But of course, we are going to need this being powered as well through there. So, how are we going to make these things happen? Well, let's do something. Can we do that one in there and then goes in there? Yes, I think that we can do that. And then this one in particular has to be hooked to something. So, we are going to do that in a second. Maybe we need to do something else. But bottom line is that you can actually put the belts vertically as well to produce power, which I think is pretty cool. And I think... I think that I may have to move a bit things around to make these things work. But first of all, let's see if this thing is going to produce power. That's going to be the main thing at the moment. Then once we have the power, we can actually start working on the rest of it. So with that in mind, let's right click on it, I think. Oh, there you have it. And now we have a mild breeze. Look at this. And yes, it's producing power. Look at this. Oh yes, and we have power as well working on the pump. We are going to place some lava here, and the pressure advancements as well. So one of the press will be working, but not the other one, because effectively we don't have any power. So I wonder if we can actually press those, and then we can actually get another belt going from there to there. That should make it work. There you have it. I think That should be good enough. So with that in mind, do we have a bucket of lava? No, we don't. We need to get one very quickly. So let's grab some lava and see if these things work for us, guys. Okay, as you can see, we have a lava bucket already there. Let's clean up all this mess a bit. We are not going to need any more boxes. We have plenty of buckets, actually, funnily enough. But that is the one that we need. So with that in mind, let's see if we can actually create these things, which is want to be pretty cool if we can actually create this. So hopefully this is going to work for us. So the lava is going to go right here. And the idea is that once we put the lava, it's going to come up from the fluid pipe right into the spout. That is the idea. So with that in mind, is it working? Oh, looks like it is working. Yeah, it looks like it is working. Let's see if that actually works. Yes, you can see the lava now producing itself. Oh, very nice. Now, obviously, we have to place this thing as well in here, which is going to be the power obsidian. Oh my goodness. Let's leave that filling up. Look at this. That's filling up beautifully well. We have now a windmill producing power, and that changes in terms of using all the time water wheels, which, you know, I love the water wheels, but this looks really nice as well. And of course, you can go as tall as you want as well. So with that in mind, I think that we can actually place this thing in there. It's going to come here. Lava is going to be produced. It should be pressed in a minute, hopefully. Yeah, the pressing is very slow because the amount of power that we're producing, but it's okay because we can actually put the speed control at some point. So there you have it. Now we are going to get the second one. Hopefully, it's going to press it 1 second time, and then we are going to get the piece that we need. Yeah, come on, go down. Oh, yes, it's going to do it. Oh, it's going to do it beautifully. And then, hopefully, we are going to need the piece that we need to create the rest of the recipe. Now, that is the idea, my friends. But, oh, there you have it. A sturdy sheet. Thank you very much. And yes, the sturdiest of the rocks. And now we are going to use, of course, the crafters in there. So let me show you very quickly. Is that the crafting terminal? Yes, that's the crafting terminal. Okay, so let's see. Well, let's recap what we have and what we haven't. That's going to be very important that we do that as well. So we have the storage terminal, which I already created. We already have the mechanical crafters, which we are going to need. We have now the starter sheet as well. What else do we need to craft this thing? That one goes at the top. Then we have 3, 6, 9. Then we need the starter sheet. We need the precision mechanism, which we don't have any here. But because we created this lovely system, now we have precision mechanisms as much as we want. That's so cool. And of course, we only need one of these things as well. So now we have that one as well. And the last thing on the recipe is going to be, oh my goodness, I keep doing the wrong thing. It's going to be the linked controller, which we are going to need some 6 buttons and the redstone link. And to create that, we are going to need a brass casing and a redstone. So let's do that very quickly. Okay, you can see brass casing and redstone, red torch, sorry, is going to produce 2 of these redstone links. That's the last that we need. I think that we have pretty much everything to create the crafting terminal, don't we? We have that, we got the starter sheet, we have the precision mechanism, and we have those as well. So we are going to have to memorize this a bit. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see if we can actually make these things work. I get nervous, guys, when I get into this. This party makes me nervous because for whatever reason, it's my luck that it never works for me. It just never works for me. Okay, you behave, my friend. Okay, we are friends here, so behave. Oh my goodness. See if this works for us. Okay, guys, and with that, well, we are back at the crafter. We are going to have to place a few things around in here. And if I remember correctly, we are going to be using the precision mechanism. I think it goes in the middle in here. Then we need the starter sheet on the left. We are going to need one of these links on the right side, if I remember correctly. Yes, and then the storage terminal goes right at the top in the center, and then we are going to get the mechanical crafters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and that is what the recipe calls for. Let me check it very quickly. We have a starter sheet, precision mechanism, and the linked controller with the storage terminal at the top, and then the mechanical. I think that we are pretty ready for that. So mechanical crafter. It is mechanical crafting. I mean, the starter sheet, and then we have the precision mechanism, and we have the redstone link as well. And then we have, of course, the storage. What is if I can remember? Yeah, the storage terminal is right there. So with that, Well, it's going to be interesting to see if these things work. I think everything is connected correctly. The directions are all placed on the right place, I think. And the one thing that we need to do, of course, is just click the button. This is really important as well. When you have a recipe that doesn't require the whole amount of crafters, you can actually put a red stone signal, in this case a button, and yeah, by clicking that, well, we'll ignore the empty ones and just use the recipe at hand. So that's what we're going to do, my friends. And as you can see, things are happening, my friends, and hopefully, my friends, I mean, this thing really scared the life of me, because everything can go wrong very, very quickly. So there you have it. We have all the things going into here. Hopefully, it's going to mix up with all the additional items in here. It's going to come to the middle, and finally, it's going to give us the crafting that we need, the item that we need. So let's watch. And with that, my friends, we managed to create the crafting terminal, which is going to be very, very interesting. And we are going to use that, well, but we have all the chests in the tower. So let's do that very quickly to see if we can actually finish this episode with a good crafting and a storage system. That will be great. In the meantime, please like, comment, and subscribe. Of course, you should do that. Click that button, notification bells, all that good stuff that you know what to do with it. Please, that will help us to, well, increase this number. Well, thank you very much for supporting the channel. Thank you very much, subscribers. I really appreciate your support. So, with that in mind, let's go up into the tower. Okay, guys, now that we have the crafting terminal, we need to hook it up to see how this works. So let me show you very quickly. In this chest, for example, we have all these iron ingots. If we hook up the crafting terminal right to the chest and we right click, now we can actually see everything is in there. But also we can actually craft from this terminal, which is exactly what we are looking for. But of course, what we want is gathering all the chests at once and make it centralized so we can actually see everything on there. So to do that, we are going to have some inventory cable connectors, and we are going to hook them up. I know that chest has definitely some stuff in there. That one has some as well, so we can actually get another connector. This one definitely has, and we are going to connect this one as well. And of course, this is just to show you very quickly how this is going to work. Yeah, that one is going to go in as well. Do we have anything in here? Yeah, of course we have. And we have plenty in here as well, as you can see. And we can actually hook all the chests that you have in here in one centralized place. To do that, of course, we are going to use as well some cabling. And we are going to bring those up here like so, or whatever you want to do, of course. That's up to you guys. But I would recommend that you do something like that. Everything is hooked up together in here. Let's bring that one up in here, maybe to the center of it. Right here, you don't have to put that one there, whatever it may be. And then we are going to actually get the inventory connect, and we are going to place it right there. And with that, we are going to place the crafting terminal maybe at the top. I wonder if that will work. Oh my goodness, it's gone the other way around. But now you can see how this goes, guys. Now everything is in here. Of course, we need to place this on the other way around, which, you know, I know that you're screaming at me, oh, what are you doing? But we are going to do it in the right way, hopefully anyway. But of course, you can actually hook as many as you want as well, which is pretty cool. And let me see if I can actually check that one in there quickly. Oh my goodness, goes the other way around. Whatever, you get the idea, guys. So that's why I wanted to show you. We have everything here. We can actually craft from here as well. How cool is that? I love this terminal. Next episode, we are going to go through the menus and all that good stuff. But in the meantime, well, as you see, we have nice setup in here. I will, of course, tidy up this for the next episode. I just wanted to give you a quick idea how to do it. Oh my goodness, a bit complicated, but certainly very, very achievable and doable. So with that, my friends, we reached the end of another Steampunk episode. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next daily upload, guys. Until then, take great care.